Hey y'all, it's Lulu. This is going to be your weekly mudra reading. I need to go ahead and do y'all weekly reading because I know I'm about to turn up with the mid-months. So this will be a good start to the day. Now then, I will do the mudra and then the second part will be the surrender cards, okay? And there should be a timestamp in the comments. Thank you. If you haven't already, please like the video. Thank you for your likes, shares, subscribes, and your comments. Thank you for your love and support. Thank you. All right. So let me hop in this mudra energy for this week. This is the second week of November. What do you have for the water signs, please, for the second week of November? What do you have for the fire signs? What do you have for the earth signs? And what do you have for the air signs? All right. Let's see what's going on. The frequency that is playing is for anxiety, fear, and other things associated possibly with your root chakra. Now then, water signs, you have higher knowledge. So some of you may be on the path of integrating new energies. So it may be a little uncomfortable for you. This is a heightened sense of awareness, a heightened sense of how things come full circle. You'll begin to see things differently moving forward. There may also be a lot of children may be coming up to you at this time. There may be a lot of activity with younger people and older people. Older people may even begin to strike up conversations with you in some of the oddest of places where you wouldn't expect. That's what I feel. And what's happening is that you are being confirmed of what it is that you are going through, whatever level you are on with this. I also feel that how you will begin to put things together this week will make more sense than it may have had. Like there may be something that you've been trying to, some issue that you've been trying to resolve. Oh, this is a card, y'all. There may be some type of issue that you've been trying to resolve, and it's finally coming to a head this week. And now this is giving you more insight on the workings, the inner workings of some ordeal that you've been going through or had to address or confront. I also feel that some of you will begin to veer off course. The way that you used to do things, you've come to the conclusion that it's time for you to create your own lane, create your own path, and just move forward in that direction. What's happening is the direction that you are leading or leaning towards or going towards, once you make up your mind this week, I feel as though it's going to lead to even more things and more clarity will open up on this path when you decide to really just go ahead and choose what it is that you would like to do and how you would like to do it. Some of you may be in a space where things will be going smooth for you, and then all of a sudden there's a climax, there's an upheaval, there's something that will be pushing you to not necessarily just use more of your collective conscious energy, but as long as you continue to move forward, there's going to, okay, so this is what I feel. You're on a straight and narrow. Things are moving smoothly. There's not a lot of interruptions. You may not even be interacting with a lot of people, but then all of a sudden it climaxes, and then it evens out. Within 3 to 4 days, it evens out, and there may be a roadblock here or there, but they want you to, this mudra will help you through all of that if you want to it's not about making the process easier. It's about you being able to stabilize and retain your ability to progress, right? Okay, let me see here, y'all. I don't know what that is. It looked like a crab. Then it went away. Okay. So if you're having any issues in your basement, I get a basement. I get an air conditioner or maybe a heating system. I don't know. I just see a vent. And whoever, like the symbol on the vent or the symbol on the vent or it's like a police badge. But there's something in the basement. There's something, I don't know why I get basement, but I do. They want you to take a closer look at something either in the basement. This could be shadow work as well. But this is taking a closer look at something. This is taking a closer look at any type of illnesses that you've had. You want to take a closer look at the ventilation. Some of you may even want to look into your circulation as well. Your ventilation, your lungs, your nose hairs. Move forward. So what this helps with is meditation, concentration, and wisdom. It balances the right and left sides of the brain, improves concentration, opens and balances the third eye chakra, assists meditation. Now you would hold your hand like this and rest the backs of the palms on the tops of your thighs, palms facing upward. And your affirmation is, I awaken to the divine wisdom of the universe. I awaken to the divine wisdom of the universe. I awaken to the divine wisdom of the universe. So it is. Oh, I hope y'all can hear me. Okay. Now, fire signs. You have the Mita Mudra. I didn't even tell water signs what theirs, the name of theirs. Nana Mudra, I believe. I'm going to fuck it up, y'all. Now, with this one, fire signs. Some of you may be wanting to embrace your masculinity here, but they want you to make sure that it's balanced. You want to balance both the masculine and the feminine this week, particularly when it comes to nurturing certain situations, nurturing certain projects, the nourishment overall of oneself inner, so that the outer world will reflect what it is that you are nourishing. But overall, this is what I'm getting. Hold on. Oh, excuse me. Ma'am. Some of you may have had some digestive issues, or you may have even been bloated and it's not your moon phase. I don't know why I see bloated right here in this hand, right? The hand look pregnant, though. Some of y'all may be pregnant and didn't know it. But what I'm getting here is that you may have been pulled in different directions, or you may have been in a situation where there needed to be a meeting of the minds between you and one person, even though there were maybe 6 or 7, 5, 6, 7 people, that the synergy was off there was no synergy with you and a group of people, but you happened to collaborate with someone. They want you to nourish that relationship here, because they said that it has the possibility to, the potential to grow into something more. I also get here that there may be some type of there's finally some type of co-parenting, or some coexisting. There's some right? So codependence, something, but someone is finally getting some type of resolve in that situation as well. So I think that's separate from a new relationship, or it could be an existing one that is finally coming together here. But I do feel like co-parenting is real strong right here. I'm seeing where there may be a child under 11 and a child that is a teenager that there needed to be more time spent with these two or something like that. That's probably from one person. I got that real strong. Let me look at this card upside down. Now, I also feel somebody is pregnant. Child may have a birthmark on their forehead. You already know what that means. Or a special mole moving forward. Because somebody is pregnant. When you look at it upside down, now it looks like somebody is holding their hands with they pregnant. Some of you may even be in a space where you're unsure if you can get pregnant, and I feel as though it's going to happen sooner than later. I feel as though there's already a child waiting to be born. It's an eye right there with a butterfly over it. So it's just waiting. This could easily be some of you being pregnant with certain ideas and needing to nourish them a little more. It's not time for you to bring those to fruition, bring those out. Working on the minute details of it here, fire sign, before you can reveal this or have this baby, so to speak, whatever this project is. It's not time, it's almost time, but they're saying that this isn't the time for it, especially with this retrograde. Calm down. Now, I'm also seeing here where tribal dance or any type of ritual dancing will be very important for you this week. It's time for you to really release a lot of energy out. So you want to be mindful of the type of tribal dances that you do this week, whatever that may be to you, because you can easily just be doing the dirty gal wine. It's tribal. Moving forward. But that's going to be important for you to really open up the hips. Opening of the hips is going to be important this week. Breathing through the hips is important this week. So yeah, if you are going to start a yoga practice or some type of ritual that has to do with lots of movement and the releasing of energy through all of the extremities, is going to be important for you this week. And especially if you're working on something, or if you're trying to get pregnant, whatever this is that you are working on that you want to give birth to. Tribal dance is important for you this week. Some of you may even decide to have certain sigils placed on your body, like the temporary tattoos. Thank you. Now then, let's see what this is about. Inner nourishment, breath, serenity. Oh, here you go. This promotes abdominal breathing, provides relief for asthma, supports reproductive, eliminatory, and urinary systems. It directs breath to sacrum, lower back, and pelvis. Okay, so you would hold your hands like this, and you would allow your hands to rest in your lap just below your navel. Relax your shoulders, lengthen your spine. The focus is, my natural breath flows in calm and nourishing waves. My natural breath flows in calm and nourishing waves. My natural breath flows in calm and nourishing waves. So it is. Earth sign. This is purification. I cannot pronounce that out loud. Moving forward. Oh, moving forward. So it says purification here. There may be some changes. Some of you may have gone through some type of changes in your partnership or partnerships, friendships, or what have you. And you've been detoxing, right? And some of you may be fearing that you have been left out in the cold. You may be feeling as though, why were you chosen to do certain things? You may be feeling like, why were people removed from you? Or you had to, you're leveling up and changing things here, Earth sign. And it just feels as though there's a lot of people being blown out of your circle. There's some of you may even be taking time out, PTO, from your job because it's been really draining you. You've been absorbing and you're tired of your job. Okay. I feel here that it's important. It's going to be important this week that you be mindful of the music that you listen to, the things that you allow in your psyche. Okay, your psyche. Be mindful of what you are allowing in your energy and your your mind, body, and spirit, because I really feel that you are very sensitive this week. And so it's going to be important for you to drink a lot of water. It's going to be important for you to just be mindful of your diet here. You may want to, okay. You may want to, some of you may be going in hermit mode this week. You're tired. I feel like earth signs are tired this week. Not just, like, oh, I can't move forward. No, it's just you're fed up on some things, and now you're going through a detox, a spiritual detox, as well as a cleansing of the body, cleansing of the mind, because I feel as though some of you may have been in a situation where you were holding on, or someone was holding on to you, or there was some type of ties between you and someone, and you're finally ready to let it go, regardless of the outcome of the situation. I also feel that many of you are taking some bad weather days to really recuperate, recalibrate, restructure, reorganize as well. There's a lot of calmness about you. There's some calmness that is coming in to you. I feel as though many people may want to be in your presence this week, Earth sign, but it's going to be up to you who you allow in your energy at this time, because I'm just really feeling like you're not wanting to. You're focusing on more of yourself and your awakening. You're focusing more on your ascension this week. And ascending in every level, on every level here. There's a lot of support here. Someone said, don't count me out. Don't count me out. Don't count me out. Someone is divorcing or not wearing their wedding ring anymore. You may have been going through things for a very long time, and you finally realize, this isn't what I really wanted. You may have been going through things for a very long time, and you finally got tired, right? Because, when you get tired, that's when you tired when you're tired. And you can talk about it all day long, but when you're tired, you're tired. So someone is really tired. I also feel, that there may be some arthritis issues or what have you. Many of you may want to look into holistic remedies for that before doing the surgery here, and make sure that the medicine that you are receiving doesn't have a bad interaction with other medicines you may be taking. I got a strong feeling that there may be some side effects or something that you are already taking that may cause some type of allergic reaction or something. It's not right. And please be mindful that I'm not talking to doctors and nurses who still practice the way that, with ethics. I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about those who just be doing stuff. They got folks working up at the front desk, or they got assistants or something like that. Nurses, what is it, RNs that ain't doing their job completely, ain't comparing the drugs to the other drugs and giving folks just in it, like, for real. You got to take this into your own hands. Some of you may even be deciding to rid yourself of something that you've been on for a while, and really ready for the process of really releasing yourself from this drug. You're divorcing the drug as well. So some folks are divorcing the drug. Whatever the drug is in your life, you're divorcing it. You're tired. It could be a relationship. It could be a person. It could be a job. You're divorcing. So earth signs, you are divorcing and clearing yourself of hanger-ons. You are clearing yourself of attachments. You are clearing yourself of things that just aren't building you. They're breaking you down, bringing you down, moving forward. So this is mental clarity. It helps you with purity and spaciousness. It benefits the circulation to the neck, throat, and thyroid. It aligns the cervical spine. It releases tension from the neck and jaw. It helps to purify thoughts and limiting beliefs. Okay? Now you would hold your hands like this and relax your shoulders down and align your spine. Okay, while holding your hand like this on your thighs. Now, if you have hypertension and hyperthyroid, you need to use caution with this, please. Thank you. Your affirmation is, by embracing purity on all levels, I open to greater expansion. By embracing purity on all levels, I open to greater expansion. So it is. Now then, Air signs. Matcha. Mudra. Fluidity. Some of you will be allowing yourself to really just, you're going to, okay, if you aren't already, you can start working on them. But it's like things are going, you're going to be in a space where things just flow, right? I feel, I'm looking at these hands, right? I feel that this has a lot to do with you being in alignment with yourself, your partner being in alignment with themselves, or the people that you come in contact with will be in alignment this week. I feel like a lot of things will be working out for you when it comes to what it is that you have put a lot of intent and emotion behind. It's going to work out for you. I also feel that some of you have come to the realization on how you feel about someone, how you feel about something, and everything just makes sense to you now. Some of you have gotten to the space where you have really, you may have the memory of an elephant, okay? Something to do with elephants. Maybe that's your totem animal. But you may have the memory of an elephant, be it strong and stern, and as it has been, you have been strong and stern in the past like an elephant as well. But now things are beginning to come together, and the things that you've been wanting to manifest are coming to fruition. You're beginning to see how powerful your feelings turn into reality because of the thoughts that you put with those feelings. It is materialized for you. So you're beginning to see that as well. I also feel there's an inner peace when it comes to really knowing that you are on the right path and really moving in that way. No matter which direction that you are pulled or which direction that you go as well. There's, you may have been feeling left out, down, or incomplete for a while here. I don't know why I get that with that thumb. But I feel like you're finally feeling like you're balanced, you're even, you're ready, you're neutral. So you may be neutral this week. I feel like many of you may be pulled in different directions here. It's like whichever direction that you choose to go, the other way that you could possibly go will be still available to you. So I wouldn't worry about it when it comes to making a decision and having to make it, going with doing this from your heart, okay? I see a tree in this man's hand. So this may be a good week for you to get out and hug a tree, ground yourself, be near trees, be out in the open, there may be a long road trip coming up here. With this road trip, I want you to be very mindful. Oh, I'm finna show y'all. Hold on. Okay. So there may be a road trip that you are taking, and you want to ensure that you not only try not to depend solely on your GPS. You want to go ahead and write down some of the directions when it comes to a certain space or a certain place. Make sure you got the Waze app. My favorite when I take my road trips, because it tell you where the police sit, whatever. Tell you, everything. Now, some of you will be on this road trip and find your world tree, or find the tree that resonates now with your spirit. Like you may have already had a tree. Now you find another one. So let me show you where I saw that at. So for some reason this looked like a road, but it could be somebody's backyard, right? This is a tree to me. This looks like land and a tree. Stand still, moving forward, right? Block, moving forward. Running into, moving forward. So any obstacles or blocks this week, you'll be fine. Just take into account which direction you want to go. What is the smoother approach? Okay. Now, I also feel that there may be something with your sense of touch that you want to get checked out. Some of you may be having tingling feelings in your feet or your hands, and you want to go ahead and get that checked out, regardless of what you research or find out about spiritual meanings of things. You want to go ahead and get that checked, because I think that those prickly things or something like that, like it can mean so many things, but you want to make sure that you're in the clear, okay? And seek professional help, neuropathic, whatever, right? Maybe considering acupuncture. That's going to be beautiful for you as well, or some type of healing with acupuncture is what I feel. I also feel that you will be, there will be a lot of insect activity around you this week, so you want to be mindful of that. Depending on which insects are coming towards you, because you're going to see a lot of them, but there are going to be certain ones that you see see more than others. And with those, it feels like there's going to be a deeper appreciation of certain things. Like, I don't know if it's ladybugs. I really feel like it's ladybugs, a lot of ladybugs. I'm going outside in a minute. But lots of ladybugs, sweetie. Some of you may be visiting some sacred space. Maybe you didn't know it was a sacred space until you got there. You started to feel all the love in that environment. And you get an epiphany as well. Now, with this one, this offers you inner refreshment, emotional ease, nourishment. It helps you to release muscular contractions, supports joints and eases inflammation, cultivates emotional fluidity and calmness. You would hold your hand like this, and you would hold your hands with your fingers extended outward away from your stomach, right? And your affirmation is, gentle waves of ease flow through my mind and body. Gentle waves of ease and flow through gentle waves of ease flow through my mind and body. Gentle waves of ease flow through my mind and body. And that is the mudras for Awakening the Energy Body deck and book set. All this time I've been doing this, I think that's my second time putting it on there. All right. Now let's get to your surrender cards. This is some very calm energy. Every time I do these. Calm. Well, duh, they mudras, right? Okay, whatever. Angels, what do you have for the water signs? Water signs, they want you to surrender the habit of people pleasing. Here, it's okay to tell people no. It's okay to focus on what you have going on. It's okay for you to set boundaries with people, you see. There are people who respect boundaries. There are other people who don't. That is fine. You know, you can't win them all. They want you to be mindful of trying to appease to many and focusing more on what it is that, you know, focus on people who reciprocate. You know, give your focus to what it is that you want to accomplish, how you want to get things done. It's time for you to refocus, reshift here, because you may have been giving onto others so much that, let me see, y'all. You may have been giving so much to others that you forgot the beauty of who you are within. What do you have to give? You've been very selfless, water signs. And maybe people have taken advantage of that selflessness here. Some of you, your spirit guides have been trying to get in touch with you, and you've been ignoring it. You may have even been in a space of feeling, denying your intuition as well. It also feels like you're not following those intuitive nudges, you know. Instead of making your own decisions, you may have been allowing other people to make decisions for you. I also feel that there's a lot of positive energy being ushered into you here. It's on you if you want to accept it or not. They say get out of your body. Get out of your head. Stop daydreaming and move forward. So what does it say? Speak your needs and be true to yourself. Focus on your own happiness instead of always trying to make everyone else happy. See, some of y'all got some nagging. I don't know if this is an actual person or not. I don't feel like it is because this man ain't cute. Now, there's some of you may need to go and see someone to get some type of attachment removed. And it could be any type of attachment. It doesn't have to be something just so scary and horrific, right? But in some cases. But I do feel like there's something that's been nagging you, and you are moving through some things. You're leaving someone behind. You're leaving something behind. And this thing, it could easily be your ego, but this thing is nagging you. It's trying to pull you back. It's kind of in the back. Can you see that man back there? Yeah, I probably can't. So there's, I don't know if it's a man, but I'm just saying. I'm not asking him to come forward because I don't want to see him that well. Thank you. But it's like, you know, there's always something in the shadows creeping anyway, because that's the polarity of everything, right? There's always something lurking. There's always someone lurking. So they want you to be mindful of this, water sign. They want you to continue to move forward with what it is you plan to do and how you plan. Some of you are really balancing out your shadow and light side as well. Really coming to grips with some of the shadow work that you need to do regarding certain people or certain how you do things in your life, how you do things when it comes to others. Here. Some of you may even be making self-care a priority at this time in order to heal past life traumas, heal wounds. Here. Heal. There may be a lot of galactic dreams coming through for you. This is going to be very important that you journal those dreams here this week. Some of you will see streamers of light. Oh, I haven't seen that in so long. I like it. I want to go back to 2007, 8. Moving forward. So much for you to look forward to if you just believe. So much for you to accomplish. Oh, is that a cat? That looked like a cat. Maybe it's your totem animal, but there's a cat coming through here, water sign. Maybe a spirit animal. Or one of your kittens in spirit. I don't think it lived long, whoever it is, whatever it is. But I'm also seeing here that some of you may have a lot of interaction with celestial beings. We're going to call them aliens because, you know, whatever, they aliens. There's going to be a lot of activity like that. They want you not to be fearful, but you need to be mindful of the energy. As long as you are in tune with your star player, you're going to know what type of energy you have. You know, if it's benevolent or fuck it. You know what I mean? So be mindful of that because there's going to be so much. Some of you may get confused by the information that you're receiving from both sides because you're being pulled. Some of y'all are going through a spiritual warfare over who you are. We got to talk about that one day. Because the more that you level up, baby, it becomes harder and harder. But a challenge. Nah, it ain't hard. It's doable. Oh, so you got more people on your side than people against you. You have more people. That's what some of you need to remember. I have more people on my side than against me. In the spirit world as well as in this 3D. Where's the spaceship? And just what do you have for the fire signs? Oh, I have to make a run. Wow. Fire signs, they want you to surrender to success. Okay? The light at the end of the tunnel, right? Focus on your victories, not your what don't focus on what. Try not to focus on what the worst possible scenario. Just know that that's something that could possibly happen, but you're focused on what it is that you need to, because I really feel that you're taking a journey or you're moving into uncharted territory. You are really beginning to elevate when it comes to your direction, how you do things here. It's very important for you if you are dealing with an earth sign or if you have earth in your chart, that you ground yourself this week. They're also saying that when it comes to how you view things, try to stay focused. Try not to be deterred from your path. Try not to go too much left, too much right. You know, you want to stay focused. Keep your thoughts from wavering. Try and, pinpoint which direction you're going. Take baby steps, but you got this. Because when it comes to surrendering to success, they say you are ready to experience abundance. Don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Leap into an existing new world of possibilities. So anything is possible, and that's a mirror in the forest, okay? And what it is that you want to, whatever it is that you want to see, you want to visualize it. If you do mirror magic, this is going to be a very powerful week for you. I also feel that the stories that you are telling yourself when it comes to you being great are not, those are old, outdated stories. It's time for you to stop talking to yourself like that. It's time for you to release that from yourself. This is it right here. Get it out there. It's right there. If you can, there may even be a change of diet for at least about a week or two. You don't, it's your life. But I feel like your diet will change as well, and you're going to begin to see things clearer. Your vision, realigning with your vision is going to be very important. What you have toiled at diligently is about to come to fruition. You've done the work, and now you're about to reap the rewards of success, but you need to really allow yourself to receive it, embrace it, surrender to your process here. Knowing that everything that you do moving forward, like there's some type of idea that you may be moving into or wanting to just, I don't know if it's going to, the pros outweigh the cons. Fire sign. And just what do you have for the earth signs? Thank you. Surrender to the idea that you can fix anyone, earth sign. Let it go, right? It's time for you to really get to a space. Let me see here. I have to cover the words while I'm reading the picture. It's time for you to really change your focus, shift your focus here. I really feel that you have other ways of trying to get things to work out in your favor. How she got these bows back here, like she can really pinpoint and hit her mark with the ideas that she has on how she can move forward, right? With how she wants to do things. But it's time to release yourself from it. It's time to let that go, because everyone has their own path. Everyone is on their own journey. People who want to show up to grow up, they do. If not, they don't, and you leave them where they at. Because at the end of the day, you are responsible for you. You are responsible for what it is that you have control over. We cannot control other people. Like Nipsey Hussle said, we don't own people. We experience them, right? So it's saying that it's time for a relationship shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. So some of you may be overexerting yourself when it comes to trying to help someone or trying to do what is right to get them to, you may even be subservient, like having a subservient attitude towards them. Like, I believe that's how you say that word. But it's not going to work like that. You may have tried had so many different approaches, and now you are seeing, you're finally in the clear, because like, you may have been with this person for a while or been dealing with this person for a while, and instead of trying to grow something beautiful, instead of something beautiful blossoming from this, it's just fungus. Instead of something beautiful growing from this, it turned into mold. Instead of something beautiful growing from this, it's just algae, right? So, well, you can use algae and fungus for certain medicinal purposes, but for the sake of this, that's what I'm saying. So there's clarity coming here. Once you release yourself from this, a lot of things will make perfect sense to you once you do this, right? Because what is behind you and the things that you've tried to do, it's no longer. Here, it's time for you to take a different approach when it comes to how you deal with people. Really look at yourself. Why are you attracting these type of people, right? Earth sign. What else? All right. Angels, what do you have for the air signs? And I ain't got time for all these. Okay, earth signs, y'all got the same one. So let me get y'all one more. Y'all got the same thing as the earth sign. Yeah, for earth signs. Thank you. So air signs, you got the same thing as the earth signs here. So that message applies to you as well. The other thing here is surrender to peace. It's time to release yourself from any type of mental burdens that you may have, any type of feelings of confinement, any type of feelings that you can't do something. This is calling you to have more faith as well. I feel as though with this card, I really feel that you will be supported. You're beginning to see that you are supported. You are beginning to feel a lightheartedness, a tenderness about yourself, your environment, with the moves that you're making, how you are doing things. This is really coming full circle for you. I'm seeing here where there's a release. There's a need to finally set yourself free in order for you to be at peace. There's a need to finally just be all that you can be, regardless of anyone or anything that comes up against you. Just be all that you can be. Do you, because you're responsible for you, right? They're also giving me here that there may be some type of something that has been bothering you that you are afraid to do, or afraid to complete, or afraid to, very fearful. It's time to take that leap of faith. That's what I really feel like that is saying. Cultivate inner peace on a daily basis in quiet, meditative moments. Focus on the stillness within and enjoy this inner refuge. Others will feel your good vibes too, and your life will flow more easily. I believe that goes with your mudra. I think we did pretty good here today, y'all. It's a lot of information for those that it resonates with. It's not going to resonate with everybody. And these are the Power of Surrender cards. Okay. By Judith Orloff. All right. Now, I need to make a run. I thought I was going to be able to move right into my mid-months. Gotta go.